So, you know me, your boy the man NJ to the city, as I'm, again, always writing new records, always recording new raps for the kids, for the families, for the fan base, to support the community at large, and God first anything and everything that I do, because this is, again, who I am. And so on. And if you, again, still don't know who I am while watching the first 27 seconds of this video, once again, I got all the social media that you can handle. I got all the videos on this channel, let alone the music on this channel. I got my SoundCloud. There's so many references to who I am, and I just hope everybody can once again learn, build, and grow with it in some type of fruitful way. Because there's so much out there that I've put out there for everybody to get to know me and learn me and grow from every angle. Like, you literally, there's almost, I ain't gonna say there's not a topic that I haven't, discussed, but I've discussed the core of what I do and who I am on so many videos and within so much music. It is just amazing. I've done it, so I really want everybody to absolutely understand that. You have tons of references to who I am, what I do, where I'm going, and what I hope to accomplish. So I hope everybody, once again, gets that, in terms of, I hope you can study as much of what you can so you can get a sound, discerning feeling of, of everything. So one of the other reasons why I'm making this video is to just pick back up where I left off on the last one. Like I said, there's a lot of kids that are not in the mainstream of the schools, and I'm just God first doing whatever I can when it comes to that. When it comes to a lot of kids are not in the mainstream of your schools, but they still need to feel loved, cared about, and protected like they are. In terms of, once again, I'm not saying that everybody has to be me and adopt every freshman that you see, but I'm definitely saying that, and I'm not, because definitely towards, in terms of the, older upperclassmen, I'm definitely telling you that you don't have to adopt every freshman that you see, and I'm definitely saying in terms of the faculty, staff, and administration, you don't have to obviously go outside your way to accommodate every kid, obviously, but the point there is try to take some type of step, some type of measure where every kid, again, does in some type of, middle ground way feel blanketed in love, positivity, and know that they have outlets to go, and so on, not only for their mental health, but outlets for, once again, schoolwork, outlets, for family life drama and troubles, sports, outlets for anything and everything that they might need. And I think that these are, again, some of the absolute biggest possibilities of what makes up a better school, Because I swear, or if not swear, promise to you, I have read so many school reviews, let alone talked to so many kids where they've said that there's just so many disgusting problems in the infrastructure of these schools, and it's just not even funny. It really depends what school you go to, but a lot of schools, 9 out of 10 that I've looked up, all have some horrible reviews somewhere, if not literally mostly everywhere, and it's like, are you kidding me right now? Why are so many people in our school system just corrupt, to the core, and so on? And whatever I can do to, help even that out, let alone, wash it away and cleanse it with God's purity, I'm trying to do. Not just through, again, vlogs, but through vlogs, social media, music, and whatever I can do up close that, makes that one-on-one impact and so on. Other than that, because like I say, paid my dues a number of times, continue to keep doing it every day. I want people to also understand that, especially if you went to Pt3 Bay Middle School, you definitely, again, have no clue who your ambassador, me, NJ to the City, is, for the most part. But I just have that gut feeling that, regardless whether you go to Nease futurely or you go to that new high school that's opening up in World Golf, I still want you to understand, what, the schools represent. And that's why I will definitely be there to help usher you all in, no matter what school you go to, because I absolutely want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of your coming-of-age story. I want to be a part of your succession plan. I want to be a part of your families, so we can continue to keep building this this base together and so on. And a big part of what that absolutely means is that when it comes to that new high school, I want you all to go to Nease, but obviously a lot of you, if not certain majorities, will be going to the new high school. And a big part of what that means is that either way it goes, I want you kids to understand what you're walking into with that new high school. I want you to understand what you're walking into, by God's grace, will be bliss, will be welcoming, will be, hospitable, will absolutely be a dream world wonderland. And I want people to understand what the new school represents. It should hopefully represent new hope, new chances, new opportunities, new breath of life, healing, comfort, and harboring a lot of character. And I would totally be there to the best of my abilities to help the school, absolutely harbor all of that, because I do believe that with a new school, we absolutely need to take advantage of that opportunity to, build up a new culture, let alone base from the ground up in every which way. You're understanding, you're totally understanding what's required of you, let alone how you can get involved in every other which way to once again not just build up, your own credits, but absolutely how you could once again, help other people, just own it and be, fruitfully prospering. Now, again, you're high schoolers. It's not supposed to mean that you're all going to know what to do immediately. It's not to say that you're all going to grow up in the same time, at the same pace, at the same rate. But I definitely know at least my job as the ambassador, let alone through vlogs like this, can and will always be a matter of, how do I put this? Can and will be a matter of, just, having the outlets out there for you as constructively as I possibly can, and seeing where we all go with it as honestly and honorably as we possibly, can, because, I absolutely want to be in your life for better and for worse. This is not all about fame, which is one of the top things, a song that I'm writing right now. This is not all about fame and everybody knowing my name. This is literally about the one-on-one impact that I can make in your life to make you feel priceless. And that's probably one of the best ways to phrase it. This is about the one-on-one impact that I can make in your life to help you feel priceless. And whatever I can do to absolutely put that to the forefront of not just Nease, but to any school and, and just every community out there, that's what we need. We need that energy, that love, that, courageous, character and respect, carry that dignity as well. Well, these are all things that, trust me, if done the right way, you're going to feel priceless. And that's what you need to know, is that as a Nease star, you are priceless. As a Nease Royal, you are priceless. As a Nease legend, you are, your impact is priceless, let alone just in general understanding what priceless means and how you can continuously keep on, spreading that passion and that charisma and that integrity on, throughout the community, so we can bring out the best in everybody and so on. And like I say, especially if you're not in the mainstream of a mainstream of whatever school you go to, that's a big part of what this brand represents with my name, NJ to the City. I want to bring out the best in you, whether or not you are in the mainstream of your school or not. Because especially if you're not in the mainstream of your school, that's something that we really have to get down to the bottom of. It's not in terms of, if you're not in the mainstream, let me push you to the mainstream. But if you're not in the mainstream, let me still show you mainstream love, mainstream appeal. Let me still show you that you have mainstream talent. Let me still, be there for you like I would be for anybody else. And a big part of what that mainstream part really does go into is that not everybody has to know you, be around you, and yada, but it still means that people, at least, you have those I want to say those safe havens, you have those outlets, that reach to still get cleaner, get better, and know that, you're not alone. And that's a big part of what the mainstream culture in schools that I'm trying to promote here is. It's not to say everybody has to know who you are. Because honestly, some kids are just natural loners. Some kids are just natural, let me be by myself, to myself. When I need you, I'll, come get you type stuff, But it is the fact being that, whatever, inch by inch communication that we can all get around and about each other, we need to do it. And that means in terms of, again, you're not going to be me, but it does mean in terms of, like, if we can, again, similar to the song, it's okay not to be okay. If we can, etch that out and etch that into each other in terms of, like, again, say something. Say anything, give me your honest truth about this. Let's be real with each other about that. Let's have, this conversation for life, so we can make this into a moment, that will hopefully also grow into a movement. And what that again means, no matter whether you're in the mainstream of the school or not, you feel like you're in the mainstream because everybody loves and cares about you. Man, that might be the best and easiest way I could have phrased it probably 5 minutes ago. Whether you're in the mainstream, your mainstream culture of your school or not, everybody's going to feel loved, cared about, appreciated, and respected, no matter what. That's what we got to do, is that no matter whether you're in the mainstream with everybody knowing who you are or not, you still feel like you're in the mainstream, because everybody, because everywhere you go, it's love, it's respect, it's character. Now I understand, especially with Nease High School, the infrastructure has absolutely fallen apart, and negatively walls have been torn down in terms of it's really not in a positively progressive way. It's more so in a way where people are once again trying to get over on each other in almost every which way they possibly can, and they're really not taking accountability and setting examples. And I want kids to understand that no matter what school you go to, that is the part that sickens me, especially when it comes to the upperclassmen. I'm not saying that all of you are going to be me, but you should be ashamed of yourself trying to take advantage of freshmen. You literally should be ashamed of yourself. And I really almost can't phrase that any other way. You don't have to. I understand you don't have to be me, and you don't have to adopt every freshman you see, but to know that there's so many freshmen or so many older upperclassmen of the junior senior age range, more particularly, to know there's so many of you that are doing whatever you're doing, and you're not setting examples, and or better yet, you're just you're again trying to take advantage of the younger kids. You should definitely be ashamed of yourself. Because, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I can assure you that so many kids, no matter what school you go to, you're so lucky that you don't have me there. Because if you had me there, I would have stopped to that right there on the spot. You're not going to take advantage of a young freshman who's just trying to get their feet wet in the door. You're not going to do that. You're absolutely not going to do it. And that's something that I want all parents and all teachers and all administration to understand. I read way too many school reviews that keep telling me that teachers and the administrators, you're either doing the same thing, you're either doing the same thing, taking advantage of the kids, or you just don't care and turning a blind eye to it and more. I can't preach this enough. Grow a spine, please. Grow a spine, because you're going to force me to force myself into college just so I can literally come take your job. And you don't want me to do that. You do not want me to do that. Because I will hold you and everyone else accountable right there on the spot. God leads my judgment witness. I don't care. You will not take advantage of these freshmen like that. I'm not saying that everybody has to be me and try to set examples. Let alone everybody has to be me and adopt every freshman that they see. But out of a ratio of out of 10 people, we should at least have 7, if not 6, if not really 8. But, I'm trying to balance that out the best way I can. 7 at the most, 6 at the least. We should have more kids than not. More kids than not who are, if you are not, how do I put this? If you are not, abusing freshmen, you should be, or better yet, if you're not doing me and setting examples for freshmen, you should at least, dare I say godly, be staying out of their way. And what that definitely means is, like, if you're not going to harbor them like I do and try to mentor them and teach them and yada, 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 then you should at least stay the frick out of their way and not abuse them, not manipulate them, not cheat off of them, or do whatever your dirty, slick crap you're doing. Because you're not slick, you're not sly, you're just a folly fool. And you don't have to be biblical to understand that. You're just a folly fool. Because how dare I even say similar to what the Bible says, how dare you cause one of the little ones who loves Christ to fall astray because you don't care about no one but yourself. Or even, you don't even care about yourself. And God, my holy judge of witness, I'm just sick of reading the reviews that say this crap and talking. And I love talking to people, but I can't stand even hearing it in general that, the upperclassmen, mostly you are not setting examples. And like I said, it's not for me to just, blast in terms of you should be me, because you're not going to be me. Because if you're going to be me, I'm adopting every freshman that I see, and I'm proud of that. Godly one is unashamed, because I want to teach every freshman the ways of God. I want to teach them the ropes of life, and I want to absolutely instill with them the facts of where they're going or something like that. And that's a big part of what it is. And I absolutely want, older upperclassmen to understand this. If you're not going to be role models and teach and mentor and set examples, then just stay out of people's way. Stay out of the freshmen's way. Stay out of the sophomores' way. Stay out of people's way. And dare I say, and just don't be, a negative burden in terms of, once again, do not do the negative stuff. Don't sell them all this garbage that I know you're selling them, because I heard it when I was there, and I still hear it to this day. Now, I can go off on a million different tangents on this, and I will in other videos. But for now, it's always your boy, the man, NJ to the city. Y'all, God bless.